In this video, I wanted to do a very extreme stress test on T-Mobile's home internet, or else known fixed wireless access. And I wanted to test the priority levels. So currently what I'm doing is I'm downloading updates on the fixed wireless access, and I'm doing it through the Xbox. There's several games. Some are going to be larger files than others, but it's pulling bandwidth. And while this bandwidth is being pulled, I'm going to run speed tests. For those of you who have been following the channel, you should have seen previous videos of me testing home internet. So you should know roughly how my internet behaves. I usually get low pings. I usually get good speeds. But in this case, from what I've been tracking, and I wanted to finally put this on video, you will see that the priority levels start going haywire. While I'm downloading this file, other stuff like regular streaming will start buffering, and you will start seeing lag on the speed test as well in terms of the high ping times. So I will share that with you guys in the next clip. So stay tuned for that. So this is the second clip. I'm now going to start speed testing while the updates run in the background. So this is a heavy stress test. This is a big task, especially since the home internet product has the lowest priority on the network. So here we go. I'm going to start running the speed tests while I'm running the bandwidth. And there it is. The speeds are still decent during the downloading, but as you can see, everything else goes haywire. The ping times spike, the jitter spikes. And the speeds are still usable in certain cases, but even that varies because when I do some YouTube loading, it buffers. It just buffers. So and this is while I'm downloading. So what I'm going to do now to show you guys the difference, I'm going to pause the updates in the background and then run some speed tests so you guys can see the difference. It fluctuates a ton. It's almost noticing like, hey, there's a lot of bandwidth being pulled for these updates. So let's let the lower priority kick in and give the mobile user the priority, which is what this product is meant for anyway. So this should be no surprise. But I just wanted to show you guys how the network spikes and fluctuates when there's heavy usage. So as you can see on this one again, 157 ping, 58. I never see that. Like if I'm streaming some TV or watching a video, I never see ping spikes like this unless I'm downloading heavy updates or I'm doing some online gaming. That's when I see the heavy jitter and the heavy ping spikes. So let's let this one finish, then we'll do another one. So as you can see, right, the pings are fluctuating. It goes to 33, 28, then it goes to 100. The jitter kind of all over the place, right? The jitter's very jittery. And that's what that does with this type of massive file sizes that are being downloaded, which is, a constant megabit per second that's being used on the network. But as you can see, the speeds are still fine, but when I try to stream a video or content, it doesn't work sometimes. So as you can see again, ping times came in at 28, jitter still high. So I'll do one more after this, and then I'll pause the update on the Xbox, and then we'll see what the speeds look like. So this is the ultimate stress test. I've just noticed that I have high ping spikes every time I do updates on the system. And I wanted to share that with you guys so you guys can see, like, when you're making a decision, you want to switch to this product. Just want to share that with you. See, as you can see again on the third try, you're seeing the ping spike again. Jitters even higher now. Speeds have been relatively the same, but the ping times and the jitter is kind of a concern. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to pause this. So I just hit the pause all. Okay. So the update is now paused. And then I want to run a test now while it's paused. So there's no additional bandwidth being pulled now from the router except the speed test that's about to take place. As you can see, jitter is back down into the single digits. Ping time's relatively the same that we've seen, but there is no load now. The jitter is relatively normal again. And the lower ping times should be consistent now. We shouldn't see the high pings fluctuate as we just did. So I just wanted to share that with you guys in terms of the priority. And if you're doing some heavy loading, it will have a tough time to try and give your entire household the same type of bandwidth. Oh, as you can see now, ping back to what you've seen, back to regular programming. You've seen the 11 pings before. We're now in the hundreds, and the jitter's 1. Right? That just doesn't happen during big updates like this. So just say, your kid in the room is doing some heavy downloading some updates for his games. You want to watch 4K content. Somebody else is trying to watch 4K content. It's going to be tough to share that connection throughout the household based on the priority levels. And you guys have just seen that live in action, right? The pings are now normalized again. The jitter's back down. So what I'll do now, I'm going to start the update again, resume all. And I'll let that load in. I'll let that start updating, let the speeds hit it again. And then I'll run another test. Alrighty, there. So it's updating again. I unpaused it. So let's see. Alrighty, give it a second. Sometimes it takes a while for this to priority levels to kind of kick in. Righty, let's wait for the next one. Nice. So it looks like this update just finished. So we got to wait for the next one, which should start before this test is over. Yeah, it's finishing things up. So this might end up being a longer video, but I wanted to share this so you guys can see, okay, what's being prioritized. If there's a larger download or upload or whatever, I feel that takes priority within the household. So let's see here. Okay, the next one, this is a small one. Yeah, this one won't do much. Okay, there it is again. Okay, so now it's pulling from the new update. And as you can see again, high pings, high jitter. Speeds are still decent, but the ping times makes everything so sluggish from what I've noticed during these updates. So the other one was finishing up, so it wasn't really pulling from the bandwidth. This one, again, is now heavily pulling from the bandwidth. And as you can see, everything kind of goes haywire. Jitter spikes, ping spikes off the charts. And again, fluctuates. Now as we're back down to 26 to 11, that makes for a very irregular connection during these times. Now, of course, the updating doesn't happen all the time, right? It's just a few games here and there. And then once those updates are done, it goes back to normal. But just sharing with you guys what a heavy bandwidth connection that's pulling from the network will do to the priority, knowing that this product already has the lowest priority across the entire network, right? If there's heavy mobile usage going on, this product takes the lowest priority during that time. Okay, so this one is finishing up, so the pings and jitters should go back to normal. This was a smaller update. So just wanted to share that with you guys. You guys saw this in real time. Pings fluctuating as updates, as heavy bandwidth is being pulled. So I feel it's going to be very hard to share this connection with multiple users in the household, especially if there's, heavy gaming, console, PC, whatever. So just pointing that out for you guys. 2 clips showing proof that this is going on. So let me know. Let me know if you're experiencing the same. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, follow my social media outlets. This is Tyrone with Tech Life. See y'all in the next one. Peace.